Jello Beats, holla at me.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel and another video. Hope you guys are all well. So today we are going to be discussing quite the controversial topic, which is why I sometimes hate the science. And this might come across as controversial primarily because I'm looked upon as someone that does care about the science, and I definitely do. But I wouldn't say that I'm an individual that sits down on my sofa and spends time or significant time reading research studies. Like, I do definitely, when you're in the industry and when you're surrounded by such incredible people that are really getting involved in the science, you cannot fail but to suck some of that in. And that is incredible, because I think what the science does and what the research does is definitely opens this door to what is potentially optimal, or what is potentially beneficial, what can really set us up and send us in the right direction. And that's awesome. That is incredible, because that's allowing us to potentially advance at faster rates than we ever thought was possible, and also save us time doing stuff that potentially isn't optimal. However, the thing that really gets me, guys, the thing that really frustrates me sometimes is when someone is so single-minded and so analytical in their application of science, and they just fail to recognize the importance of anecdotal evidence. What works for you and what works for him, and what has provided results over years and years and years. Now, there's certain things that I potentially do that sometimes I get questioned on, and a lot of the time, these somewhat frustrating questions are coming from people that are very much of a pure 100% science-bred background. And the question is do they accept that some things are yet to be proven and some things are yet to be proven wrong? Just remember, guys, that there's some things that are literally set in stone. There's some things that are, they probably won't ever get proven wrong or disregarded. However, there are plenty of things that I guarantee will now, or time and time again, crop up. Think of science like waves. A research paper will come out, land on the beach, and then later on, years later, months later, another one will roll in and wash that research paper right away, or at least nudge it a little bit further down the beach so that the research paper that's been washed up, that's fresh, gets picked up by the kid that's looking for research papers on the beach. Do you get what I mean? The analogy that I'm trying to put out there is that things will or might potentially get disproven, or new evidence might come out to support a slightly new approach to something that was once very clear-cut or black and white. Science isn't really black and white. And at the same time, well, there are some aspects for sure of science that is very much black and white. But there's a lot of things that, with different groups, with different intakes that they use in the research studies, when new people come in, when different populations get measured, when new analysis tools come out, it's like the whole setup will change, and the results may well indicate change also. So I think that it's very important to realize that a lot of the stuff that's going on in the sciences is superb and it's great. However, a lot of it at the same time is potentially not done on bodybuilders. There's very, very few studies that are done on bodybuilders. And the reason for that is because these to run studies that actually come out and get published, that is incredibly expensive. And who realistically wants to fund people who are getting on stage in lycra pants and with their arse out? And the same goes for any other physique athlete. Who wants to research that? What's the benefit? the cost benefit analysis of that is pretty damn piss poor. So like it's other things like health matters, obesity, etc., that gets more heavily funded. So I really do beg that people realise the importance of sometimes realising that what someone is doing, if it's working extremely well, please allow yourself to open your mind and think, wow, why is that working for him? Let's ask, let's see why he's doing it, let's see how long he's been doing it, see how long it's been effective. There's other things that I see other people doing, other coaches, and I'm like, wow, that is really different. Really, really interesting. And I get massively pumped by that. I get intrigued. Because I'm thinking, like, what could I try that? Could I try that with myself? And I'll always try something with myself before I implicate it or implement it with my clients. And I remember, like, in my 2015 contest prep, that I was trying loads of different things, and at the same time I was prepping one other guy. At the time I only had one other contest prep client because things were very small, and I'd say to him, he's called Marcus, I'd say to him, like, Marcus, I tried this last week. Worked really, really well. Try it. Just have a go. And that excites me, you know? Don't be afraid to use yourself as like a blank canvas for trying shit, even if it totally defies what's in the research paper. You know, I don't want this to be too controversial because I think that, you know, I am very much a guy that definitely understands and reads the research and takes it on board, and I think that's incredibly important. But I think it's very important to have an adaptive mindset and be willing to think outside the box a little bit, as well as being very much inside the box with the science. So guys, hope this comes across okay. Hope this makes sense. If anyone has any questions or queries for me, obviously, please ask. And any topics that you do want me to cover in the future, please let me know. And I will speak to you guys soon. Cheers, guys.